All right, what's up, YouTube? It's Friday. I hope you guys were catching pips, making money. Gold has been a crazy ride this week on the uptrend. I want to give a toast to everybody out there. Give a toast to you guys. This is not alcohol. It's just simple. It's just an energy drink. I need to wake up. But let's get it. I want to talk about this book called Trading in the Zone. Now, I read this book multiple times, and I want to stress on this book because Mark Douglas, he's talked a lot about disciplined trading. There's another book that I'm going to talk about is called The Disciplined Trader. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this book because this book was referred to me, and it was one of I'd say probably the first book that was referred to me when I was live trading with iMarkets Live. So one of the guys was talking about this book. I end up looking into it, and I end up buying the book. So if you guys don't know about this book talks a lot about mindset, psychology, and understanding the way you anticipate and yourself, and also, it even says right here, master the market with confidence, discipline, and a winning attitude. So he goes through. I thought my wife was saying my name, but he goes through like the whole concept of psychology in here in trading. And so for trading in the zone, right? So for trading in the zone, people are like, well, what is trading in the zone? Well, everyone has their own way of identifying their good days and their bad days of trading, right? What's the best hours for them for trading? And when you dive down, like, what is the best time frame for yourself for trading, right? What are the best days, good days? When you dissect these days of trading, then you're dissecting hours of trading. Within these hours of trading, are you making money or are you losing money? And within that time frame that you're looking at, what is your stress level, your emotional impact, your state of mind? And the biggest thing is how is your attitude towards looking and staring at the screen when it comes to buying or selling the trend or just scalping the markets. And so I'm going to hop into here, and I'm not going to go through the whole book because it's too long, but I want to hop into here. Let's see here. Let's talk about hold on. I'm just going in through here. Okay, so chapter 1, he talks about here. I want to highlight this and talk about this. It says 95% of the trading errors you are likely to make causing the money to just evaporate before your eyes will stem from your attitudes about being wrong, losing money, missing out, and leaving money on the table. What I call the four primary trading fears, right? So the four primary trading of fear, right, is being wrong, right, losing money, missing out, and leaving money on the table. A lot of people come in, especially me in the beginning, I would come in, I would get so excited about trading, but I don't even have the winning attitude. I thought I did. I thought I had, the winning attitude of making a lot of money right away. A lot of people hop in, they see people making all this money, but the question is, they're not, the question is, can you really make the same amount of money that someone else is? It's not going to happen, right? And so the opportunity of making money is always there, whether you're buying or shorting the markets, right? Long, shorts, right? Whatever you identify yourself as an opportunity to get in and get out, or holding it and swinging it, and stacking on those trends. And so for me back then, I didn't really quite understand my own mindset of getting into trading. And even though I had a positive attitude in making money, the patience has to be there. the emotional intelligence, right, of understanding yourself when it comes into losing money versus making money. When you make a lot of money, right, you're excited, you're full of joy, you're content. If you're not content, you want to make more, right? You want to overtrade and make more money. Comes into high risk and more aggressive trading because you want to make thousands and thousands of dollars more, and it's going to hit you. And so I'm going to hop into down here. Let's see here. Unlimited freedom. Da-da-da. Even infants seem to know what they want, don't we? Yes, babies do. I'll be honest. I think I'm missing out on, you know, hang on. Flip to the page here. Oh, no. Go back. No. All right, hang on. Trying to. Okay, it's 120 pages. Actually, we might end up. No, hold on. We'll go back to chapter 2. Chapter 2 here. I'm just trying to skim through. Aha, here we go. Let me talk about this right here. What happens to all the impulses that have been denied and left unfulfilled? Do they just go away? They can if they are reconciled in some way. If we do something or someone else does something to put our mental environment back into balance. What can put our mental environmental back into balance, right? It says there are a number of technical, but then I feel like I'm missing the whole book here. This doesn't make any sense. This is a PDF file. I'm gonna have to pull out the whole book because we're losing a lot of pages here, so I don't understand. Okay, so for chapter 1, I highly recommend understanding chapter 1. Without understanding chapter 1 in this book, you're not going to go further into chapter 2 and chapter 3 and chapter 4 and chapter 6, whatever, chapter 5. The first chapter of each book and anything that you read is the most important, crucial thing to understand, that the first aspect of whatever it is that you want to dive into and you want to change yourself, right? The habits, right? Bad habits to good habits, right? Your bad emotions to good emotions, negative to positive. And this all goes back to personal development and self-development, motivation, inspiration. So, basically everything, yeah, all that just ties back to mindset. If you don't understand, oh man, it sucks because this is, we're missing a whole lot of stuff out of here. yeah, because it's just, whoever gave me this PDF file this does not make any sense. So I'm gonna have to pull out my actual book. So I'm gonna have to fix this right here. But anyways, this is one of the books that, like I said, was recommended to me. I took upon myself to read it. I didn't really take it serious in reading this book, to be honest, because I was just more focused on making money. I wanted to make everything work out for me. And I was all about high risk, aggressive trading. I was all about flipping accounts. That's what I was thinking in the back of my mind. I was like, what if I could take, a couple $100 and turn it to thousands and thousands of dollars? Anything is possible, especially when when you in business deals, right? Business deals, Forex trading, like if you're a day trader for stocks, right? You can flip anything. The main problem behind a flipping is that, you got to understand your initial investment can be blown. Some people can't handle the initial investment of losing money. There's always risk involved. I don't care what business you're doing. There's always risk. People don't understand the amount of risk that they're taking, so that when they lose the money, they go so crazy and emotional
and that they can't handle their emotions because they're already stressed out, depressed, and they thought they could make this kind of money, and then they backlash, right? Or say, you know what, this is a scam, this doesn't work, this opportunity was a joke. But you see other people making a career out of it, right? Real estate, insurance, any financial firms out there, you know, or people who just start off with small businesses that are turning to bigger businesses. I mean, this is more into than just forex trading itself. A lot of people just look into forex because there's so much hype now. But you gotta be real with yourself when you come into the game with trading. You know, some people can't be real with themselves, and I'll just be honest right now that this book, I just read certain parts of the chapters of the book to not the chapter one, but like, let me see if I can. It doesn't really. You're missing parts of this book. Shaping Mental chapter 3 is pretty good. Let me talk about this right here. When an underdog beats a superior opponent, what's the determining factor? When two opponents are evenly matched, what's the factor that tips this balance one way or the other? In both cases, the answer is attitude. Isn't that crazy? So, I mean, think about UFC fight, right? Like Conor McGregor against, who he lost to, that Khabib guy? Yeah. You know, all that smack talking that he did. And he got his ass handed. I'll be honest about that. You know, I mean, he does a lot of good talking. He back up his talking, but I mean, that fight. I mean, there's no way he was gonna win, right? He was trying to go up a bigger weight class. So that's just something, you know, like you gotta really consider when you pick your opponents, right, in battles. And do you really want to challenge, you know, yourself against the other opponents? And so there, like I said, to be honest, there's just so much social media trash talking these days. I'll be honest right now. There's so much of that right now going on. Not just YouTube, but Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. There's just so much social media drama these days. People calling out on social media is just crazy. So let's talk about this right here. The market took away his winning feeling by subjecting him to a loss. Hold on. Be the way markets are advertised, and certainly not the impression they want. But the reality is, every trader who participates in the markets does so for his own benefit. The only way one trader lose. See, it sucks because they don't go through the whole. This is not the. Hold on. Winners, losers, boomers, and busters. Check this is also pretty good too. Hold on, let me try. Let's talk about this right here. Consider the experience of being in a losing trade when the market is making consistently higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows against your position. While you refuse to acknowledge you are in a losing trade because you have focused all your attention on the ticks that go in your favor. I had this issue too, like getting in and trying to swing for a trend, and then there's a reversal. Reversals are the worst pinpoints, price points in trend trading, swinging a trend or stacking on a trend. So if you, like for me, like if I get in, let's say that I get in and the market's reversed, right? Let's just say I'm buying gold at 18.15, right? Gold hit like almost 18.20. So let's say I bought gold at 18.20, and gold is sitting there right now at 1800 right now. So, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna hold that buy position because it's gonna come back and hit higher. And it doesn't hit higher, right? Let's just say gold decides to go from this pull down, this retracement, and it actually does reverse all the way back down to 1700. Depending on the lot size and position, but either way, you're still taking a loss. There comes a point when you have to know when you have to take a loss, and where you have to cut your losses. Not a lot of people know when to cut losses. I didn't know when to cut losses in the beginning of trading.
all I know is that, oh, if it goes negative, maybe I'll swing it for the next, 2-3 days, and hopefully that turns around within a 3-day turnaround. That was my go-to. But within 3 days, it was like my account was about to be blown. So you gotta understand and justify that if there is a reversal and it's not coming back, you just gotta take the loss. And if you really want to make your losses back, you have to go back into scalping so that you can make some kind of losses back. There's very, very rare chances and very rare few cases that you'll make all your losses back, because it's time consuming, especially when you're trying to trade to make all that money back. If that's all you're focused on revenge trading, then you're gonna lose a lot of money. I've done that so many times to the point to where I exhausted my mind, the way I was thinking. I exhausted my emotions. I exhausted everything, my efforts, and it's like I lost so much patience for myself and for the people around me because I was cooped up in my office just trying to make money or recover losses. Not a lot of people can handle their emotions, especially when they lose this type of money. I don't know about gambling, but if gambling is your thing and you come into this market, markets, trading Forex, stocks, whatever, you got to really dive down and see if you really can handle the emotions of trading here. And you have to really dive down how patient you are. And if you can build patience, if you plan to hold these, if you plan to hold negative trades for it to turn around. So there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to dive into, the mindset and the psychology and how I perceive in this and how I pursue this on a daily basis. Not just Forex, but my life too, like my personal life, right? If I can't handle the stress and emotions in trading, how can I manage my stress and emotions when I'm dealing with customers or dealing with other people in the local community or dealing with friends and families? And so I'm just going to cut it right here because this book was not this PDF file is missing so many content, the content of the pages. So, but stay tuned. I will do another video on this book again and I'll revisit the chapter 1 and chapter 2 and up to chapter 3. And then if you guys seriously want me to dive down and talk more on this book and the other books that I read and looked into, I don't mind. Like I said, I'm gonna keep going. Like I said, this whole summer is supposed to be nothing but mindset and psychology, and we'll talk about personal and self development here and success content. I'm just gonna keep this going, and so like I said, if if all you do is focus on negativity, you're just gonna get negativity. That's the easiest way I can say it. Negative minds, toxic people, that's all you're going to get anyways. I mean, if that's what you want to pursue in life, you're not going to get I'll be honest right now, no one gets far in life with that type of attitude. I'll be honest right now. And so, other than that, that's it, guys. Happy Friday, happy weekend. I will see you guys maybe Monday or Tuesday. Hopefully, I'll be busy with the family. So, but other than that, peace.